Guys, it's Ian from the Autobarn VW, and today we're comparing the 25 TAOS with the 25 TIGUAN. Let's get into it. So between these two vehicles, you might be thinking to yourself, Ian, both these vehicles look the same. Are you sure that these aren't just different trims of the same vehicle? The answer is no, they look completely different, but I understand where you're coming from. The reason why is when I first started with Volkswagen, I thought the 25 TAOS looked like the 24 TIGUAN. And so I completely understand what you're saying. However, there's differences in why Volkswagen felt the need to make two compact SUVs like this. And so there's 4 different things I want to go over in this video to show you all of the little differences between these two vehicles. For one, there's the mindset, like I just mentioned. 2, there's the exterior look. 3, there's the interior. And 4, there's different performance between these two different vehicles. And so right now I'll start with the mindset of the TAOS. So the mindset between these two vehicles is very, very clear. Starting off with the TAOS is for the drivers who want to go A to B and they're not really as enthusiastic about driving around a mountain or going on night drives. And those are the people that don't really take driving as seriously. But even then, the TAOS provides all of the essentials you would need to go to A to B, whether it's going to work, whether it's going to school, whether it's picking up your kids, everything you need to make that driving experience as nice as possible. So you still have the things like the backup camera, the digital cockpit, the auto dimming rear view mirror, the different driving modes with all-wheel drive, these very nice, comfortable seats right here, and a ton of room in the back as well. But you might be thinking, Ian, this vehicle looks very nice. Well, the TAOS still allows you to purchase things like appearance packages like this one has. This one is called the TAOS SE Black, meaning that it has a lot of blacked out features like the wheels for one, mirror caps, roof rails, window surrounds, door handles, and other things along that line, right? But you still are able to save some money when it comes to buying a TAOS versus a TIGUAN because you aren't getting all of the bells and whistles and all of the same luxury that the person that's enthusiastic about driving wants. So when it comes to the TIGUAN is completely different. This one is produced for the people that really love to drive. It's the one who want to stay in their car as long as possible and really almost not necessarily live in it, but bond with it, right? So you have all this sporty, luxurious trim all over the door and all over the door handles to make this experience so comfortable. You have this amazing lineup of the infotainment and all this stuff right here. And so you can really see that although these vehicles have a lot of the same essential features, the TIGUAN is meant to take all those essential features and push it to the next level, whereas the TAOS is for the people who don't have those extra standards in their vehicles. So you would think that the appearance or the difference in appearance would be a lot more subtle, but it is quite obvious if you know what you're looking for. For example, right here, you see on the front grille, it kind of bends out a little bit in that type of way. Whereas you can see that this one is much more boxy, right? Although you can also definitely tell a big difference between the grills. Although they might have the same type of light bar and same similar looking headlights, you can see that the hood is a bit higher on this one versus this one, creating a more rectangular look. Whereas this one, as you kind of look, you can kind of see it has a little curve to it. And this one does as well, but because it's taller, it still looks a little bit boxier. If we were to look at the side profile of these vehicles, for example, you can see that the hood curves kind of over the front bumper, and there's kind of this little line that curves over, and it's kind of like not necessarily a half circle, but half of an oval on the side. Whereas if you were to go on this side, you can see how it's straight, rigid lines right here. And when it comes to the front of the vehicle, same thing. Mind you, this vehicle right here it comes in an appearance package. The color is called bright moss green metallic. It's a beautiful color. It's quite rare. You don't see it too often, but might as well tell you guys about it, right? In comparison to the exterior, the difference in interiors are polar opposites. Going back to the mindset, you can see the simplicity mindset added to the TAOS in terms of doing enough to make the A to B feel really nice and having these nice quality seats, these doors and everything like that. But they're not aiming to shoot for the moon. They're aiming to be good enough to please those A to B drivers. Whereas if we go to the TIGUAN, every passenger in this vehicle is treated with absolute luxury. These back seats are amazing. They hug you when you're driving them. Even the back doors have this sporty trim along the side and this soft leather right here. Same with the front, of course. And not only does the front have this nice looking doors, but they have this nice display of screens with chrome trim around it. Chrome trim around the dashboard as well. Everything is added to these cars to make them look absolutely phenomenal, right? And so that's the difference between these interiors. When it comes to the trunk space, they're roughly the same. You can see these two vehicles are both compact SUVs. The TAOS is slightly smaller, but it's not something that you can tell visually unless these vehicles are lined up side by side. So comparing the different performance specs when it comes to these vehicles right here, the TIGUAN has absolutely a lot more power than the TAOS. I mean, it's kind of without being said, has a bigger engine than the TAOS. This is a 2-liter, 201 horsepower, 221 pounds-feet of torque engine that's turbocharged, 4-cylinder. This one's 4-cylinder too. It's turbocharged too, but it's 1.5 liter, 174 horsepower, 184 pounds-feet of torque. It just it doesn't actually pick up as much when it comes to, you know, accelerating and all that different stuff. So when it comes to which vehicle is better with performance, it's always going to go to the TIGUAN. That being said, I hope this really helps you guys find out which is better for you, the TAOS or the 25 TIGUAN. That being said, both of these vehicles are for sale right now. They are not listed yet, but that's why I want you guys to contact me with this information right here so you guys can see these vehicles in person, come and drive them, come and see them, and come and buy them too. So that being said, I hope you guys like the video, like and subscribe, and have a nice one. Bye.